Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Rhino and The Dude.
I'm the Rhino.
I'm The Dude, and today we're joined by Mark. What's your IG name?
Oh, gee. Wait, no, I got this. It's Mark_my_body.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Did you get it right?
Yeah.
Great
Yes, sir.
tattoo artist. I'm never going to get a tattoo, but Eric is one day. So this guy, and I know this guy well, I got a lot of respect for the trade, but like I said, the best I'll do is a henna tattoo, and we're trying to set that up.
Wait, can we just have you one day with a henna tattoo, like the whole hand? You know, like
I'm gonna get Yeah.
like in Indonesia, like they do henna tattoo.
He might come at what? Yeah. We might can set that up for him.
Gotcha, but you got to do Eric's.
Oh, dude,
No,
yes.
most definitely. You just gotta, tell me your idea.
He's got an idea.
It's a
Wait,
cloud
yeah.
and a lightning bolt in my thigh.
Okay.
It's my thunder thigh.
Yo. Okay. Are you serious?
Yep.
You really want to do this?
Yes, I do. I wanted to do this forever because I think it's so funny.
Yo, that shit is badass. It's funny though. It's bad though. I ain't gonna lie. It's bad.
Say it ain't with some white people stuff. Ain't it some white people stuff?
It might be.
Some white people stuff.
I already decided, and I definitely. I like
He's
that.
like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, hell no,
It
hell
is.
no. I think it's funny as shit though.
It is.
Yeah.
It sounds like the tattoo.
I'm gonna make fun of you for the rest of
like
your life,
losing
but-
a
For a bet,
like losing,
losing a bet, but
like
he
what?
wants to do it.
fantasy football league.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
The
okay.
people have to get the tattoo when they lose the league. It sounds like the tattoo you'd get when you lose the league. Like it's a bad bet tattoo, but I'm like, no, I want it.
That's just what you really came up with, basically. All right. Well,
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Or Eric's got questions. How long you been in the game for? Is that the proper term in the tattoo game?
yeah. I feel like yeah. So I've been in the game for I would say about 5 years.
Okay.
Years, yeah. Haven't really been in the game that long as far as like the other people that I've come across at the different conventions and things like that. But I was always in the art realm, the art aspect of everything. I paint, I draw, things like that. So it kind of came natural to me, just another medium.
Yeah.
So
What's like your best like art piece that you've ever done in your opinion? Like, what's the coolest thing you finished it and you're like, that was sick?
shit. I would say recently, I did and Eddie always talks about it. I did a Malcolm X piece. It was
You
pretty
seen it?
dope.
Oh yeah, you showed it to me. That was sick.
Yeah,
That was really cool.
I put it in a red X and put Malcolm X portrait actually in there. My style is basically realism. I like to capture the actual aspects of things and like just what are the words? Just make things look how they are. You get what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing. I like realism.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of portraits that look a little creepy. Like people got that little their daughter on their arm, and it's like, is this thing from a haunted house or whatnot? But you do portraits that look real. Like I don't know what's the difference, like what makes the difference, but whatever makes the difference, you do it.
Yeah, I was thinking, have you seen that show Ink Master?
Yeah.
Every season they always do like the portrait day, and everyone's like, "Oh no, it's
like-
here!"
it's like a
and
horror.
everyone's like pooping their pants, like they're just horrified.
You just gotta take your time. yo.
And there's always like those two guys in that episode that are like, "We're cool."
Yeah.
Those two people that are like, "Yeah, I got this."
Yeah, because they just they practice, they train in that type of field. All you gotta do is just take your time and kind of reference whatever that you're doing, and everything will just come in play. I feel like, but most people have a tough time doing it though. So this is practice, man.
Talk about a show like Ink Master. Do you watch that show? And because we were talking to Shelton last week, and Shelton's like, I can't watch, like he doesn't watch MMA,
Yeah.
but he's a professional MMA fighter.
Okay.
Can you watch something like that and still be like entertained and still be like impressed, or are you like, you sit there and you're like, man, I'm
Or
better
it's
than that
fake
person.
or
I'm better than
whatnot.
that person. Like,
I feel the same way.
It's a good thing that you said that. Like some of the shows, I do feel that is pretty fake or fictitious. Only because a lot of shows right now is like more so reality. You know, it's like entertaining. So I feel like the more entertainment or whatever wacky things that they have, the more viewers. You know, it's not really showing the real life of anybody.
Because the real grind is boring. You know, it has in every game it has exciting moments, but it's not all this. You know,
You're not doing a painting challenge where you got 20 minutes to paint.
Yeah, like the majority of your tattoos,
on some of
if they just followed you around, I guess the majority of your tattoos would be something like, just regular stuff.
They want the the fussing, the hard competition, the arguments, and things like that. So I feel like it's a lot of bias things going on, and it's just not what I'm appeased, like it's.
Yes,
I don't think it's real. It might be, but though the way that they perceive it doesn't look as real.
Yeah,
and the artists sometimes on there like it don't what it is cracked up to be. So, to be honest with you, so.
Yeah, I mean that's the same thing with you find that out with any reality TV. I've talked to people with the real estate ones. There was somebody that had a house that was on the other side of the city, and they were shooting, let's say, I forgot what it was, but let's say they were shooting in Canton. Okay. The house that they had contacted them because they saw the pictures and all was already sold, but they contacted them, like it was already under contract, and they're like, oh, we want to come in for one day, walk through. This house was on the way other side of the city. So on the front of it, they show a house that's in Canton, but the look that they were looking for was on the other side. But when you see it on TV, it's like, oh, look at this house in Canton. They open up the door, and they're really in West Baltimore. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you get a lot of that, and, you're going to chop and screw.
Was that House Hunters?
I don't know. I never watched it.
My mom used to super, watch that show every night.
Yeah.
And, they would just, the people would already have bought the house, and then they have the people go walk through other houses.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
and it might not be the house that they was...
Or it's not even in the area. Okay. It's not even the area necessarily.
They might... They just find houses that, are, in the scheme of what they wanted, but they already own the house that they bought. Yeah. So they just kind of get them to go into other houses and then make them talk about the house that they bought.
I mean, think about it though. If we had a couple nice houses to go through, and we could build a whole
own house hunters. But with 3 houses.
We could just build a stage and have it look like the inside of a house and all. Because they do that, build a whole set, and then we could just go to any city in the world and just be like, oh, we're here, and stand out in front of it and be like, all right, let's go inside. You just don't show them going through the door, and then it's like, all right, we're
in front of the door, and then cuts to us in the living room,
right,
and nobody would even know, and people would be like, oh, it's real. We had the same thing. I don't know if you remember the Amish Mafia show. Do you remember?
I remember that was a thing. I never watched it.
Yeah, I never watched that either.
So I mean, I never really did either, but. We were gonna be on one of the episodes. It was me, we weren't actually going to be, but we were presented with the opportunity to be on it. But we happened to be training for a fight at the time. I think it was me, Steve, and I think James was on there. So anyway, somebody had called the gym. And they said that they were from, I think it was National Geographic, that they're filming a show about MMA or something up in Lancaster, which is where the show was filmed. Okay. And they want people that have an MMA background to come and act like they're fighting for the show. So it was going to be a fight, but a fake fight. 9 months later, you see Amish Mafia come out. And they have an episode where one of the Amish redneck guys, whatever you want to call them, I guess they're not rednecks because they're Amish, but he's like, oh, I'm this tough guy, and he cannot fight worth anything. And they get an opponent for him, and this guy's actually good. They show him hitting the pads and doing all this stuff. And obviously he's getting beat up, and then he lands that punch and all. Right. But I'm like, that was it. It was literally on the same channel, in the same area, everything. I was like, that whole show was fake. Because they told us what it was. We just want you to come up. We're going to say, oh, throw a kick or do this, put him in this or that. And They're going to chop it up, and they blanked out everybody's faces too. So a good thing that we didn't do it, because I was thinking like, oh well, at least maybe I'll be on TV. They wouldn't even know.
The face would have been blanked out right out. They wouldn't know
Unless they got tattoos. I should have had tattoos.
Hey, come get a tattoo. Yeah, real shit though.
But there's a lot of stuff like that. Like I cannot watch any real estate like reality TV, and then I'll have people be like, I've taken people into houses and they'll be like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I watch House Hunters all the time, and I know how they do these flipping shows. I'm like, you're basing that because you watch a reality TV show?
Yeah.
People don't realize when they say stupid stuff.
Real, yep, man. Just a lot of this TV, man. It's for our entertainment.
Yeah.
Just what the people might want to watch. The less entertaining, I'm pretty sure you won't view it.
Yeah.
So
True.
that's just how it is. That's a society.
Eric likes that ratchet stuff. But even the YouTube now. You watch some of these things and you're like, yo, that is fake. Like some of the stuff, like back 10 years ago, I feel like the stuff on YouTube was real. Like the reactions, like you would get people with real reactions. Now you get these extreme things. And you're like, that was set up,
Yeah.
It's because people are putting them out like every week.
Yeah.
So like, if you gotta try to make something happen every week, you can't make it happen organically every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Think of all those silly videos of like people falling on the internet.
Yeah.
If you want to put out a new one every week, you have to be like purposely tripping people.
Yeah.
And like for making it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of the skits are just
it's not even fun anymore.
It's not.
The prank videos, like the prank videos 10 years ago used to actually be pranks. Now I feel like they're all. It's always the you see like the little preview of what's gonna happen,
right?
And then you go to watch it and you're like, that was so fake,
Yeah.
I always feel like watching YouTube now, like big YouTubers, I feel like everyone just is doing the same thing.
Exactly.
I feel like the people who are like real big on it have figured out like how to do it, like how to get views, and they're all just following the same formula.
Yeah, it's being recycled. It's like almost math. Like the recipe, you know?
It's math now.
And it's not for us. It's not for people our age. The main viewers are
younger,
12, 13 years old, and they don't realize that it's fake.
Because that's what we were back in the day, when we were 12. I feel
but you go back and watch the videos though, and they actually were a lot of like the prank ones and the reactions. The original ones were the actual real person's reaction. Now you can just tell it's so scripted.
But I mean, you sure we weren't just like our minds, or we weren't just mature enough to know
that it wasn't fake at the time.
That's fake. I don't know. I feel like when we're young, we're just so naive, and our thinking is just not how we are now.
So now, when you look at those videos, you think now, would you still think that they're real or fake? If like
I've gone back and watched some of them, and I think that I think that a lot of the stuff before was getting a genuine reaction. I think that too. The pranks then were new in just society. Now, like you go down Towson on a Friday night or something. There's probably going to be some kid trying to film a YouTube video. And you're like, man, get out of here! I'm not trying to. So you don't even get the same reaction. Whereas 10 years ago or 15 years ago, that was new to where somebody might actually try to chase you down the street. Now you're like, man, I'm not trying to give you no YouTube views.
I'm sorry, but some of the funniest reaction videos on YouTube back in the day were the guys where they'd start like the fight with a guy and then just like take off their pants and their shirt. And the guy'd be like, no.
I never seen that. Hold on.
You ever seen those?
I never seen that.
Dude,
one.
It was these people like go and start fights with people, and the guys they like had their fists up ready to fight, and the guy would be like start dropping his pants and like the guy be like, what the? You see the guy be like, he was like, no.
You can't take a guy serious and he got his pants down. Hell no.
Once the guy starts fighting with his pants off, like
it's like, all right,
you just gotta leave.
I quit.
You look bad. Period.
Nah, no bullshit. No, yeah. But I mean, I feel like a lot of people are trying to just be notoried and be seen and do whatever it takes to make some money and things like that. So a lot of things are fake and set up and just like I said, try to be noticed by somebody, whoever. Like I'm funny or pick me up. It's just how it is. We're in this day and age where people are willing to do whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So. I think it's crazy though. Like you could make so much more money off having a lot of followers on like social media too.
Yeah,
I found that
YouTube.
super
YouTube's a
interesting.
big one.
Yeah, YouTube's probably the biggest one.
Check out
Yeah.
YouTube. It's crazy.
People live, like,
yeah.
and people have like employees because they have like a couple million followers on YouTube.
Please subscribe to our channel. Eric has
And I will
nipple
get
juice dripping down, and he needs
Jesus.
a new shirt and a new hat.
Man,
Oh man.
He does have some new shoes though. You got the Nikes
ones?
on. Or-
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Shadow gray ones. I like them. Yeah, pretty clean,
yeah.
classic.
I found them for not $300, and I was like,
Shout out to the Uyghurs.
I've always wanted a pair of Jordan 1s.
Where'd you find them at?
Dick's Sporting Goods.
You're lying.
I'm not.
You gotta be lying.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like, low key.
You about to see me at Dick's Sporting Goods
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Every once in a while, pop in and be like, "Hey, you got those with my size?"
Tomorrow.
How much were they?
Like $100. Like, and if you know Jordan 1s now, they retail for like retail is usually like
what?
120, 130, and then resell is like
It's like 160.
Yeah.
160 retail, and
depending on like the Jordans you have too, because there's Jordans that resell for thousands. And
Yeah,
like sneakers that
yeah.
resell for thousands. That's
They
crazy.
definitely do, but for those, if you get those on like StockX or 23 is back, man, they probably selling for like, I would say 350, 400.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That shit's crazy. But for you to say you got those at $100
Yeah,
and you got them
at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Dick's Sporting Goods, what time frame?
Like
'Cause I didn't even know Dick's Sporting Goods got Jordans.
5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago.
That's pretty recent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like during the
Ben
like
came
reselling.
They been came out.
Yeah, I walked in there. I was like,
Jesus.
man, I've always wanted a pair of Jordan 1s. I saw them. I'm like, you know what?
Think
bought 'em. They had
speaking
'em
of
my
something
size.
retro, don't you got
Oh,
don't you
I
got something? He's got something for us to drink.
Oh man.
It's not alcohol.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wish it
So,
was.
On the practice episodes, I bought Eddie the Prime drink. This is the Logan Paul KSI drink.
Oh, that's made by them.
Yeah, this
too.
is made by them.
Should have drunk that on 4th of July.
Yeah, this is the 4th of July one. Pass it over. I got a couple.
Taste test. So what are we testing now? This is
Sam, you ready?
Ice pop. Sam's getting one too.
Sam's
I
getting
don't-
one.
Sam's
Big Sam
getting
in the
one.
building.
Oh.
Everybody applaud Sam.
Logic.
Go.
Oh, we got
KBB, she got one. Finish my Corona.
So me and Eddie on one of the episodes that we didn't put out because it destroyed my computer. Tried the original Prime. I think we tried lemon, lime, and grape.
yeah.
Hey, remember what you called it?
I forgot.
It was. I had the file saved as this. It was Prime Laxative.
Oh yes.
Oh my God.
Because we may be going to the bathroom.
I got a tattoo.
Yeah.
What is happening?
It's not gonna do that.
I don't
but
think it's gonna do that. Eddie was just talking junk about it.
Is this
This
actually
is like
gonna taste
their
good?
version of Gatorade. I tried one.
So this tastes
And
like
I
the
actually really
popsicle.
liked it.
Let's go ahead. Let's try it
I do
out.
love these.
I'm gonna try it.
Hold on.
Even Sam's in here drinking. Ready?
I seen it. Wow.
I like this.
Tastes like the exact popsicle.
It's actually very good.
Yeah.
By Prime.
Yeah, it's
Does this have?
So Logan
Does this
Paul
have five?
and KSI,
There's
the
five
YouTube
people.
guys made their own sports drink.
Jesus.
Wait a minute. They combined to do that?
Yeah, they
Aren't
worked
they
together
like
making-
arch nemesis?
I guess not anymore. Now they're making sports drinks and probably millions of dollars.
This shit is amazing. I'm not
Hey,
gonna
man.
lie.
Does this get
Millions
5
of
stars?
dollars?
Five.
This shit tastes just like
I'm giving it
the
my
ice cream
star.
truck popsicle.
This does like taste just like the popsicle.
Jesus, this shit. I ain't gonna lie.
We got 5 people in the room. You're approving?
I approve, yeah.
Approving. We literally got. This is a 5-star right here.
5 approved.
And I don't think that any other drink will get 5 approvals because we typically only have, 4 people in here.
I
So
kind of want to savor it. I don't
Yeah.
want to drink too much
Yeah.
on the set. But I don't
yeah,
know.
That is
saw
good.
I saw it in the store and I sent a picture of it to Eddie, and I just kind of put it in my cart. and I
tastes
was
like
"No,
my
man, I'm gonna try it."
childhood.
Yeah, real shit.
No, it tastes like exact. It looks like
Yo.
it feels like they put the pop in there and just
You
let
know?
it melt, and then
Hey, that's exactly
Just
Just
a
how
water.
side of
Like-
tears, just a little side of tears, and it would taste just like my childhood.
just a side of trauma.
Man,
tears.
That's exactly how it tastes. It's pretty good. Little scraped knees and you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So speaking of childhood, how old were you when you got your first tattoo?
Oh, how old was I? I was about 17.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
late.
yeah. Pretty
bloomer on some
pretty
people.
late. Pretty late. I
I
know
was gonna
some
There's some people who have them like when they're 14, 13.
Yeah. I seen a dude had a tattoo in middle school.
Yeah.
And I was kind of shocked, it was just something new to me. But 17 was when I first jumped out there and I started.
What'd you get?
I actually got almost like a half sleeve.
Really?
Yes, it was something tribute to my grandmother. Mm-hmm. And, I got a dove, prayer hands, her born and passing dates, and, some clouds that fill everything in, make shit look real nice and oriented. Mm-hmm. But that was my first tattoo. It was like I went pretty big. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. For most people, tattoos they normally get like a name or just something real small. So I went pretty big. I knew what I wanted, and it was something meaningful. And after that, it just went bonkers.
Yeah. How many you got?
How many do I have?
You don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I lost count.
Yeah.
I have.
The thing is, what do you count as one? That's what I was. After a while, it's all one, right? So is a session one or what?
That's fair.
Correct. So when you complete one sleeve, it's just called a sleeve. Mm-hmm. When you complete a
chest
piece, and a stomach piece, it's called almost like a bodysuit.
Yeah.
And when you complete like a leg, it's called a leg sleeve. Mm-hmm. So I got multiple limbs tatted, covered. Yeah. And so I would say I have my arms completely tatted, got my hand. I practiced on my legs when I was in college. I didn't want to start on anybody before I got to where I wanted to be.
What is it like? So how many of your tattoos now? Do you do your own?
I don't. I don't.
So who do you trust for your tattoos?
I feel that's gotta be hard.
It's definitely hard. But it's just part of the grind, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's just part of the grind. I go down Delaware, and I go to my boy. His name is Val. Tattoo Worthy is his Instagram. Check him out. He's a pretty dope artist. One of the guys that tattooed me, and also one of my teachers at that. But I go to him, and also I go to a lot of these conventions, and I go to the artists that are around the what is it called? Like just the the vendors.
Yeah.
I go to a lot of the vendors. So different relationships built many connections and friendships, relationships, and it just becomes a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So do you have any tattoos?
Nah.
Yeah. Well, when you get your first tattoo, it might become a little addicting. I'm not gonna lie.
When the thunder thigh comes out.
I think that we should do this. So I'm saying we can set these mics up at your spot. We can highlight your whole spot, set the mics up. I'll just sit here and I'll talk junk to Eric, and I'll get my little henna tattoo, and Eric can get his whole thunder thigh idea. And we can just have the mics they're rolling. I think it's a good idea.
That's dope. So
are we doing this?
It would be what, like
just the side,
this area?
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Shit. I mean,
have you ever done such a sus tattoo?
He's just gonna he's gonna post about it. He's like, yeah, this kid lost a bet.
I've did a lot of weird area tattoos. I'm not gonna lie.
Weird areas, really, down there.
Yeah, like down there. Yeah,
on there.
Yeah, on there. Yeah,
I've done it on there.
No, I mean, depending on male or female.
Female.
Female, on there. Yeah.
Okay. Not male on there.
Not male on there.
Right.
I don't think.
Refuse to. Have you had anybody ever hit you up like?
Nobody. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody hit me up. But on the art aspect, if I was thinking of an artist, if I was in that mode, I would say I wouldn't mind. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm comfortable with my sexuality, Yeah. So I feel like I wouldn't mind doing it. But I'm not gonna lie. You would have to be paying me a lot of money.
Yeah. Somebody wants a Pinocchio.
You said Pinocchio. Oh my God. Shit.
I was thinking, what could you like, what could you turn that into?
Man,
I was like, what would you do there?
A damn elephant, and you make the trunk.
There you go.
The junk, you know. Make the trunk the junk. But yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, they would definitely had to be paying me a lot of funds.
Yeah.
Cause
I feel that
it's a weirded area. I'm pretty comfortable with it, but also you gotta realize that it's different skin down there.
Yeah.
You know, it's more vulnerable.
Very sensitive.
sensitive, yeah.
Very sensitive.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Yeah. So you gotta
talk about people sitting. It's like,
man, excruciating.
yeah. I feel like the
Excruciating.
person would just be screaming the whole time.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, even if. Yeah. Now, yeah.
Yeah, let's go away from that subject.
Let's turn the page, man.
What were we talking about before we got to that?
I had no idea.
I literally, that just made me throw. You asked him.
I had too many
What was his
Coronas.
first tattoo?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Gross thoughts. Better. Yeah.
I got that.
Ugh. That's gross. I couldn't imagine, man.
So besides tattooing, what else do you do with your time?
Shit, I like guns. I like
Okay.
guns.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie
I'm a
loves
gun
guns.
guy. I'm a gun guy. Yeah, I told Eddie, me and him got to hit the range once
Everybody's
upon a
trying to
time.
go to the range. We're gonna go to the range. We're gonna take Sammy to the range. We're just gonna have like
I'm a
this is
gun
gonna
guy.
turn into a gun channel eventually.
We're gonna do just like the podcast one day. There's just everyone just like in the elevator out.
So what's your
To the gun
what's
range.
your carry or do you?
My carry is a M&P high performance 9mm. That's my carry, everyday carry, and has a it has a light underneath, and what else? It has like a lemon squeeze, which means it has the grip safety, where you have to squeeze the grip and get in contact with the trigger for it is allowed to fire. So
Gotcha.
yeah, but that's my everyday carry. But I have multiple guns, but that is the choice that I, bring outside. That I want to bring outside.
That's cool.
What is your carry, Eddie? Because he kind of flashed me one day. He said, "Yeah, I carry."
Did you like scratch his hip type thing?
Nah, he didn't
I
scratch
carry.
his hip. He kind of, yeah, I carry. There we go.
Right here.
All right.
Glock 43X.
That's pretty decent.
Just basic. Nothing special about it. Nothing. I just cleared it. There you go. You can touch it. Now everybody knows. 43X Glock. I'm thinking about the P365. What made you choose what you got?
Me personally, the M&P is very smooth. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes, and I don't not like Glocks, but sometimes Glocks may be more of a boxier feel. Like I like something with maybe more so of a slimmer handle and a tight grip. I don't know. What I have is just it's pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like the
I'm
look
just
of the
basic.
gun.
I'm just
I like the
basic.
look of the gun.
Yeah.
But like I do like the Glock models, and especially the compact one that you have right there. I do like that.
The
a lot.
43, the handle's a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
So the 43, the handle's a little bit shorter, and the 43X is a little bit longer. But I think the 43 only takes 7 rounds, and then the 43X is 10.
But you can always get the
Extended.
extended. Well,
Yeah.
extended
With
grip.
the-
grip.
Yeah, the extended grip, but they also have a, I believe it's a dual stack magazine.
Oh, shit.
To where you can get up to 15. It's aftermarket. Some people say it'll jam and all, but yeah.
Hey, I hope God's on your side.
Yeah,
You get that.
That's right.
But yeah. You have any interest in guns? Oh man, we gonna have to take
He
it
don't
to the
got no
range.
guns.
I had to take it to the range, Ed.
But I'm like, I'm not dropping money on it right now.
Man, I went to
You don't want to
Vegas.
drop money on it until
Hey.
until you need it.
No, facts. I'm telling you, when you need it is when you need it.
I got this. No, I'm just kidding.
I went to Vegas.
someone's uncle's steak
and
right there.
I shot a a machine gun out of a chopper, a moving chopper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much did that cost you?
Bro, this shit cost a shitload of money, probably.
But was it
about? It was definitely
fun?
worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. I paid for hella rounds. I'm not gonna lie.
What was it? A 50 cal or?
It was definitely 50 cal. Yeah, it was a 50 cal. I got.
So how much you have to pay to do that? Because that sounds cool, but I'm like, that's like on
Vegas. I mean, just think of Vegas. Vegas.
Now I know what I want to do. Now I know what I want to do on my bachelor party.
Well, shit. When I go back, they said I can have a chance to shoot a tank.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this the gun store? What was that one that used to sponsor all the fighters back in the day?
I know what you're talking about. I remember the logo. I just don't remember the name.
I
of
already
it.
say there's no store though, but
There was like.
So this is just some guy that you know.
No, not a guy that I know.
He just knows the guy. You know, we'll drive the helicopter out. You know.
Hey man, everyone's got
just give me my elephant trunk tattoo. It'll be good.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. He said, just give me the elephant trunk. Man,
you had to bring it back.
Man, right.
We worked so hard to get away from it.
He brought it back, man.
Oh shoot!
Shit, that's my first tat, man.
Yo, you're gonna get a DM tonight from a random account, just be like, "Hey, try to get that elephant trunk tattoo."
Oh gosh.
Oh man. Yeah, but it was a pretty dope experience.
I thought you were about to tell me that you were at the when you said Vegas. I was thinking about that shooting that happened or something. I thought you were about to tell me that you were there for that or something.
No. I don't even know about that. What happened?
Some guy shot out from the MGM Grand into
shit.
the crowd or whatever. Kind of like what happened recently, but yeah.
Recently? Jeez,
Yeah.
man. I ain't never
That was
heard
years
that.
ago.
Oh, right. I was just saying, I ain't never heard about that. Yeah.
But
There's a lot of crazy stuff going on nowadays, though. What do you think about the gun law mandate and everything that's going on
in Maryland?
Yeah, well, Maryland or anywhere, period. Like, how do you feel about
well,
it?
I mean, I think that it's good. I mean, I think that I'm crazy on my side of it. I mean, I think that all gun laws suppress people. You know what I mean? Gun laws were originally created to keep guns out of the hands of certain people.
Facts.
And me being of upper class, and I guess us both being business owners, we're able to get before what's happened recently, we're able to had the right to defend ourselves. After you went and paid all the money and everything else. Mm-hmm. But my perspective of it is, if somebody lives on Baker and Bentlow, you know what I mean, works at Subway, wants to walk home in the middle of the night or whatever, that person should have just equally amount of right or more of a right to defend themselves.
Right.
And for the longest time, our gun laws here in the state of Maryland only protected those that were of a certain socioeconomic class. Yeah. So really, it's good. Now people that actually need it can. You shouldn't have to give somebody the reason to defend yourself. I want to see people in whatever area be able to defend themselves. So I think Maryland moving to a shall issue state is a good thing, because I think that it really it's oppressive, and that's what gun laws were originally meant to do, was to oppress minorities, really.
Yeah, I just kind of fear for the fact that Baltimore, Maryland being the state that it is, the city that it is, it's already a lot of gun violence.
Yeah.
So I just want to know how more of it might arise.
Yeah, but the gun violence now, I think that you're gonna have some people that are just gonna have it, okay, and you're gonna have some tensions flare and some people get shot. But in the same sense, people that were carrying guns were already carrying guns. Like, come on, you and I both know people that don't got no permit,
Yeah.
and they carry their gun around.
Facts. Yeah.
Y'all know who you are.
Hey, just don't get caught. Don't do nothing stupid, man.
And those people are going to carry it around regardless.
Right.
So I think that, those people are going to carry it around regardless. But I also know people that have been involved in domestic disputes and have feared for their life, went to purchase guns because they were afraid that their partner was going to come back and kill them, and were denied even being able to purchase a gun and protect their family after their partner had told them that they were going to come back and kill them.
Right.
And I think that's who I want to have it,
I agree.
I got nothing.
Eric's got nothing.
I got nothing.
We had a politician in, and Eric didn't.
The politic episode threw me through a loop. I know nothing about politics.
Oh man!
I learned how dumb I am in the world of politics. I didn't know a rhino was a political term, and so she thought I was like making a political term with my nickname. No, it's just something Egg's been calling me since like we were like 20 years old. Like it has nothing to do with anything.
Oh man!
And so I literally was thinking about the thumbnail for that episode. I'm like, it's gonna literally be the Rhino learns politics. I kind of want to put like my little Rhino logo guy in like a desk and have her as like the teacher showing.
Oh man!
And then on the board have it written like politics. Like, and like maybe with the Rhino has like a dunce cap on.
It's all good.
I know nothing about politics.
I just started.
I need to start learning.
I just started learning. Just gotta just know what's going on around in this world. That we live in. It's a lot of stuff going on. That we can be involved in or might have a say in. So I try to learn much up on it, especially like who's in office or who's doing what. It might change the day of how we living. So I just try to stay up on it
instead of just what the media tells you, because I feel like the media is just a bunch of gaslighting. They say this or that. This person, you want to take this clip that somebody said out of context or whatever. Like actually look into stuff.
You know what 4chan is, right?
What is that? I know
it's like a Reddit kind of situation.
Yeah, I know the name.
I think that's what it is, but they made it. You know how they made they took this and posted all this stuff that said this means like white power, but it really means okay.
They were saying that, and people have been doing that forever.
Yeah, this like when we were kids, you'd go okay. Like, if you're like your mom was across the room, like hey mom,
I'm doing construction.
You're like, Mom,
construction workers. My dad would use that because he would be
it like made it on the news because these people just kept posting it,
and they said it was Q or whatever.
No, it was supposed to be W, and then circle, and your arm was the P. So like white power. Wow. Like that's what people have
been using that forever. Especially my dad was a plumber, so they would work with heavy machinery. Yeah. So like if you do like give them directions, you go like this that you got it, So that way you're not going running in the hole that he's about to.
There was like supposedly what happened with this is like there was news channels that talked about it on the news.
Oh yeah.
But like people on the internet were just posting about it and it was fake.
Yeah.
Or like people were trying to make it a thing or.
Well, they also say that that's like 666 because it's like
I heard that one before too, but I was like,
I mean, these symbols do have meaning and of that, but the crazy videos are the ones that we're gonna take this guy and just if they just look, they'll freeze frame like look, Eddie's a part of the Illuminati.
It's like Eddie, he's like just like this. It's like it made a triangle.
It'll be like Eddie Dowd exposed.
Yo, that shit.
Have you ever seen the banana bread one? No. It was like banana bread, and it showed like a triangle, and then it showed Anderson Silva's leg getting broken. It was a triangle, and it's like we must tell the people.
Yo, I seen that shit.
Illuminati
that shit
confirmed.
Crazy. Was that the time that when he kicked the dude?
Oh yeah, Chris Weidman.
Do you know the guy who he kicked and broke his leg on though? Broke his shit on somebody, kicking somebody.
Oh my god! So it was like a
like he's been there's been like 3 shin breaks in the UFC now.
And he's been
in 2 of them. So one he shielded the kick and the leg broke.
And ironically, the one that he broke the leg who he broke the leg on when he came in the UFC Uriah Hall, they were like, he's the second coming of Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's got to be.
Gonna be hard.
Just even seeing the picture.
Yo, the shit was like a spaghetti noodle.
He tried to.
Shit was crazy.
Was it Weidman who tried to like step on it?
Yeah, and
they kicked it, snapped, and then they tried to like. Because you kick, snap, come back, and land your foot.
I remember watching Silva.
They tried to step on it.
I remember when we saw Silva break his leg, and I I didn't know what was happening. And I remember looking at his shin, and I saw like a little indentation on his shin because it was laying flat. Like they didn't show the back, and they were just like, and I saw like a little bump. I'm like, did he like put a bump in the shin?
Dented or something?
Dented? And then I was like, oh no.
They showed the replay, and you're like,
broke that shit, bro. That shit said.
It was like
when he came down.
This was his ankle.
And then
Shit was crazy.
most recently, Conor
Or shin
McGregor.
bone. Yeah.
But it's getting to be a more common thing. I think the guys are, that whole age of blasting the leg kicks and all is dying out.
Might need to ban that shit.
I don't know about banning leg kicks.
Ban, but just
They said Conor had like a shin fracture going in that fight.
A lot of guys do. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that there's micro fractures and
Yeah.
stuff like that come in. Yep.
But that was gross.
yeah.
That's a gross thing to see. And also, didn't Chris Weidman like celebrate too after Anderson Silva's shin broke on?
Yeah, he like put his hands up.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
You're
I mean, I know
talking-
they're
it's
like,
like,
oh, that is your, he got what he deserves.
Yeah, it's
type
kind of
stuff.
like probably shouldn't celebrate that, would it?
Shit, I know.
Yeah, it was a little.
Life comes around.
I know the show is about me, but how was your experience doing the whole MMA? Like, what were your thoughts? What were your mind, mentally? Like, how was it?
My mind mentally when I was fighting. Oh gosh.
Were you rogue?
He was thinking about the High's sub.
That's when I got rocked. Yeah, that's when I got rocked. I would think about that. No, like I would early on I was taught something called framing, or I forgot what it's called. So you would take we would teach kids this way. So you would teach a kid when he's throwing a punch. Oh, you throw this punch like this, you're gonna be Mike Tyson. You throw the hook like Mike Tyson. So this kid's throwing his hook like Mike Tyson. So that's how you get a kid past fear. And I realized that was how everybody's mind worked. So like if you're going into your first tattoo or into a tattoo, and whatever artist you look up to, instead of being you, because you're like, I don't have maybe the confidence in myself to do this yet, I can find it in this artist, right? So you're thinking, I'm not me, I'm this guy going in.
Right.
So at first, you think I'm this great fighter. I'm going in. I think I was Nick Diaz or something like that. Like I'm channeling my Nick Diaz. Like
Stockton,
what?
Stockton.
To the point where I think I even said Stockton in my first fight. Like I channeled Nick Diaz type thing.
He screamed Stockton at the top of his lungs.
So I'm thinking like, what would Nick Diaz do in this moment, right? So it got to the point like, okay, I'm confident in my ability. So what's the next level? Now I'm a conqueror. Like I'm gonna come in here. So I'm like when I'm walking out, I'm thinking I'm
Genghis Khan.
I'm Alexander the Great, whatever. So I'm like, I got to the point so much in this method. I don't know if it's method acting, which is a scary road to even go down, to where I'm like, I am Alexander the Great walking out, and my army's already defeated everybody, and I told them to take that king and put him in the center of this ring, and we're standing around, and I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna kill the king in front of everybody, to the point to where I'm walking out, and I'm just like, how would Alexander the Great walk if he just conquered a land and he's getting off the boat or whatever? So I'm walking out and I'm about to kill this king and take all of his women and everything else. You know what I mean? Just the most evil thought. Like
the women was first.
So that's
there's nothing else though. He said
Nothing else. No food, no pillars of lands.
No.
The women.
Yeah,
I will
riches,
wipe
no
your
gold,
seed
just
out from the
women.
earth now.
But you said that. You just said women.
Yeah. But like that was like the point where I would get, because now I'm unstoppable. So because I like just getting into like psychology and everything, I found that was the route that I took. But in the same sense, like afterwards, going to that extreme, because none of these people, Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, they were horrible people in reality.
Yeah.
So like thinking in that thought, like it gets you to like, oh yeah, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to I'm ready to kill. Afterwards, you also find the depression from thinking those thoughts of I'm this and I'm that, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
So like even in a great win, there was still depression afterwards.
You get full character. Yeah.
You get full character. So and you know, I learned about it. I would never do that again. I don't suggest doing it. It works. I don't suggest doing it. Because it's like the full like Keith Ledger, like going into the Joker, like they talk about.
yeah.
That stuff is real.
That
stuff is real.
That boy went insane.
That stuff is real because afterwards, you know, and we got to wrap. But afterwards, you know, you feel like the full like depression when you come out of it.
Yeah.
But that's
Well, last thing, Mark.
Yeah.
Tell everyone the last thing you want to say to him before you get going.
Uh,
Well, first of all, follow Mark_my body
Yes, sir.
on Instagram.
yes, sir. Hey, just if you're looking to get some dope work, you know, I'm your guy. I like to specialize in realism, as well as you know, any other type of art form that you know that may come across you. Yeah, just, you know, follow me on Instagram and just check my page out. Appreciative of all viewers, you know, all viewers. So that's about it.
Thank you guys for joining us. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the bell so that way you see the next person in the hot seat. I'm the dude. That's the Rhino. This is Mark, our guest for today,
Bye-bye.
and we will be back next week for another episode. Talk to y'all soon.